Oh. Okay. Yeah. This was an interesting chapter, to say the least. This isn't my first album. I'm sorry. I'm too used to saying album review. This isn't my first manga review. This is just the first one on this particular channel, and I finally have time to get this done on time. And Naruto Chapter 5, whatever, came out, and I was like, awesome, let's wait for Bleach. And they waited 2+ hours to bring it out, but it was worth it. So the chapter begins, right? And this is after the destruction of the Seirete, where the Stern Ritters have basically fucked everything. And you see the captains going back and forth, and I'm like, okay, let me guess. We're going to find out who Kirige's killer is. No, we don't find that out. We're going to see Zero Squad. Yeah, we get to see Zero Squad at the end of the chapter. And that is the moment where I want to facepalm so bad. And I will explain this when I get there. So, Ichigo's talking to Mayuri, and you see 2 swords. And I'm like, wait, there aren't many people who have 2 swords. Why is it? Oh, okay, it's Ichigo's sword cut in half. It's just that his sword is super fucking long. So, you see the 2 halves of Ichigo's sword that was broken by Juhabak in the previous, I say 2 chapters ago. And he's talking to Mayuri on how to fix it. And basically, Mayuri says that it can't be fixed properly. He explains that a Shikai, or any non-released Zanpakuto, can be returned to its normal state with time. However, a broken Bankai can never do that. And I'm like, wait, what? Really? Isn't it true that, like, what if they go Bankai, they get beaten to near death, their Bankai is, like, split, and then they just, you know, heal and they're back to normal? Apparently not. Apparently the only exception is Sajin's Bankai, Tengen, Kokujo Tengen Myo, and we all know that any damage that Bankai takes, he takes as well, and whenever he's healed, the Bankai heals as well, so that's their only explanation as to why his Bankai is the only exception to this. Now, every other Bankai, if it gets damaged, it's permanently damaged, or close enough to it, and Mayuri ends up talking about Ikaku's Bankai being, for example, damaged by Edrad Leonis back in the Ironclar arc, and Ichigo's just like, Ikaku's Bankai. And then Mayuri's like, oh, shit. I was supposed to keep it a secret. Of all Bankais you could have given an example for, his, really? Okay. And I'm surprised Ichigo, of all people, didn't know. I figured Ikaku would at least tell him, but he wants to keep that shit secret. Not anymore! So, Ichigo's just like, well, what about Renji's Bankai? Mayuri's like, they're still broken from when Byakuya beat the living shit out of them. And I was like, wait, does that explain why he always gets pwned in every battle? I always thought it was because he's just not that strong, really, in comparison to the other, characters way later on. But that would explain it, because you saw his fight against Byakuya. He was almost literally ripped to shreds, his Bankai included. I guess that means that was the strongest his Bankai's ever been, really. That would explain why he never really did a lot of damage. But then again, his opponents later on were like Yami, and combining his efforts with Chad and Rukia were still not enough to even make a dent in him. Oh well. Next thing you know, this big buff figure pops up. He beats the living shit out of Ichigo right in the face, and I'm like, who is it? Who is it? It's fucking Cone. Cone! He's buff. He's like this giant figure, and he's like, hey man, what's going on? You've been missing for almost 300 chapters. If I recall, the last time he was seen, and I'm not counting filler anime, the last time he was seen was right after the Soul Society arc. That was it. Just before the Ironclar arc, and he's been missing for that entire arc. I figured, okay, no problem. He'll show up in the Fullbring arc. Doesn't show up. I'm like, is he at least going to show up at the beginning of this arc? Nope. He waits till now. 35, 40 chapters in. Shows up buff. I really don't understand it. I don't understand what Kone's deal is. Because it's like they forgot about him. It's like Kubo forgot about him. So he goes on his monologue spiel thing. Oh, I'm awesome. I'm the king of New York. Don't ask. And eventually he shrinks back to his normal plush size, which is okay, I guess. And then, next thing you know, Mayuri gets a little radio call inside of his head, which doesn't make any fucking sense. And then he says, okay, Ichigo, you probably won't want to meet them, but in case you do, the Zero Squad is here. And I'm like, yes. Finally, we're getting something important, and I really don't care about the whole Bankai broken thing, to be honest, so, yeah. Anyway, all the captains, the remaining captains, because 2 are in comas, 1 has been killed, And, you know, that means we've got, how many are left after that? That means there's like 10 left. There's just 10 captains left. All the other 3 are either dead or incapacitated. So that sucks. Anyway, so they all gather up in front of the gate of the Serete, and Ichigo's asking questions after questions after questions. And basically what they explain is that the gate that came down on them back in the Soul Society arc when they tried to get in, it was originally only meant to come down during emergencies. So Kyoraka basically says, if that wall was to protect the Serete during emergencies, what is usually protecting it? And what drops down from the sky? A pillar. I didn't really see that coming, and I didn't really understand what the pillar was for. They explained that it's a means for their transportation, and they said that every member of the Zero Division is in there, and I was like, wait. I know that thing's pretty big, but for the entire Zero Squad to be in there, they'd have to be pretty cramped, dude. But then Shunsui mentions with his eye patch, he kind of looks like Kenpachi from this angle, the Zero Division has no soldiers. All 5 members are captains. And this is the moment where I facepalm. Their total power surpasses the power of all the 13 divisions together. Now, I don't know if this means that one of them is stronger than all 13 captains. I imagine not. I think what they're trying to say is, if all 13 captains, and this is including Byakuya, Kenpachi, and Yamamoto, if all 13 of them went Bankai and gathered their strength together and fought these 5 of Zero Squad, the 5 members of the Zero Squad would win. By a lot, by a little, we don't know, but they would win. And this is the part where I facepalm. They look like losers. They are all lame. Okay, here's what we got from left to right. We've got this fat chick. Yeah. Are you telling me that this lady has the potential to be stronger than Byakuya and Kenpachi combined? Because that's exactly what that means. If these 5 can beat all 13, that means they can take 2 apiece, and there'd be basically 5 versus 10, and there'd be 3 captains left over, which means 3 of those 5 members of the Zero Squad are going to end up fighting 3 captains. Are you telling me this woman has the potential to beat 3 captains? Oh my god. Are you serious? And then after that, we've got this dude. Can't see much of him for his hair. And it looks like he may have a sword above him. I really don't know what it is. And like a toothpick or something. He's the coolest looking member of this group. And he doesn't even look all that great. Then we've got this big motherfucker with no hair, bushier eyebrows that would make Rock Lee jealous, and the biggest beard you have ever seen. And he's in the middle smiling. He looks like he might be the leader. Then you've got this chick. Pretty hot. I like chicks. But, I mean, seriously, I would like to see some badass captains that are male. I don't mind seeing a few badass female captains, because remember, we have Soifon, we have Unohana, but I just like the fights better when I see people like Yamamoto and Kenpachi kicking ass. So, for her to be pretty much the most normal-looking person, that's kind of weird. And then the 5th dude is this dude with these really lame glasses, but he looks like the kind of guy who thinks these glasses are hip and cool, and the biggest grin you will ever see. He looks really lame. He looks really lame. That's the chapter, and that's why I facepalm, because these guys are supposed to be stronger than the captains, but they just look lame. They really do. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this chapter. I don't really know what my rating system's going to be. I guess I'll do out of 4 like Ramyaku Jotun does. 2 out of 4. It was alright. I was glad to see Zero Squad. I was just really, really disappointed at what they looked like. And one reason that is a sort of a good thing is that there's only 5. I was hoping there weren't 13 of them or 14 or more. That would just be overpowered, but apparently these 5 are stronger than the Gote 13, so we've got 5 people that may as well be Aizen strength. Will the Stern Raiders beat them? We don't know. I wonder exactly what the Stern Raiders' plan is to take these guys down, because they seem confident. They seem like they're actually going to win, but how are they going to beat the Zero Squad? They barely beat, I wouldn't say they barely beat Soul Society, but they beat Soul Society. I mean, they have to have something up their sleeve. Juha Bach must be holding back. Hashvon must be like stronger than Aizen strong. There has to be something that they have, some kind of ace up their sleeve, in order for them to think that they can beat the remaining captains, Ichigo, Visors, well, the remaining Visors who weren't captains again, and the Zero Squad. I don't know. I can't wait to see next chapter to see what these Zero Squad members are capable of. Until then, bye.